coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Allen now on first down. Bills jump on it and get it back. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first
base, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's in.
So they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They will run with Singletary. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. On second and goal, Allen flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from a yard out. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Cowboys 0. Timer pass to kick off Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Prescott now from the 50. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Fourth down, Prescott. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got some space here. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
Now Mike McCarthy saying, let's go for 2. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Escaping the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Past the 20. And all the play, home for a Bills touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 64 yards, and the Bills have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back, and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is Tony Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Run for Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 44 yards on the ground for him so far. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run left with Pollard. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Buying time to his left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or 2 there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Prescott rolling to his right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Third and short yardage, Prescott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They'll run with Pollard. 66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 49 brings up 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the 3rd quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Singletary again. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. A 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick. And we've seen nowadays, those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention, they got to get the touchdown and a 2-point conversion first.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big gain there for the Bills.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he stopped immediately there.
Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Allen.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is...
sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Now Pollard. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now Pollard. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies there.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go,
in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right side to Lazard. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Jones again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
They're going to run for it with Jones. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kept it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 79 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Crosby is good. And they're going to take the lead here as it's now 9-8. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Now Pollard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up fourth down. Running with Elliott. Oh, he bowls over him, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Pollard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
A first down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, they got him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this. You have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's what you're looking for.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Well, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 53 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Oh, look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott slinging this out for Pollard. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's caught. He's got it. So they go for 2. They convert, and along with it, they'll take an 8-7 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Randy Gregory. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. To try again after the sack. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Space to run past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Devin Duvernay.
A 5-yard touchdown, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. Well, not content with the first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. They find some open field here.
That's what I want to see.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
They're going to keep it on the ground, and he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Tucker now to add the point after. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Now, after the loss, they'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Prescott to throw it. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or two towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses happen their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, in that sack. And the pressure gets to him again. They'll need a big play here while Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Flush to his right. Broken tackle.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play action. Now Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
91 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Again, it's Elliott.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Elliott.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going to play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now Prescott on 4th down. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for two here.
They'll try and run it here. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Pollard. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Prescott from the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Blake Jarwin there to make the grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They'll roll him out right. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Connects with Duvernay. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. What a spin. And now running right through it. Oh, he gets free left side. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 1st and goal. A touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They're going for it with Dobbins. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did.